What is going on, everyone? Jonathan Main back again with another installment of some Main Gain Fitness. This time we're going to be doing a recipe. We're going to do some meal for the family here. We're going to make some cabbage tacos. We got Courtney here who's going to be helping us out. She's going to be chopping some food. So it's a very basic recipe. It only includes, let's see here, about 5, 6, 7 items total maybe. You can add a couple other things if you're feeling a little more adventurous or you want to spice it up your own way. The main ingredients we're going to be using here is cabbage. Is going to be our main filler here. We're going to mix that in with some red onion and some cilantro. A couple jalapenos for some spice. And then we're going to mix that all in together with a little bit of lime juice, and that's going to be the majority of what our filler is going to be in this cabbage taco. We're going to be cooking up some chicken here, cut into little pieces, and then we're going to go ahead and run down with some Cajun seasoning there because we like it a little bit spicy. So, getting forward here, cabbage taco. You don't need a big head of cabbage here. It's all right. You don't need a big piece of cabbage here. Find a small one. It goes a long way. Recommend just kind of cutting it in half. Get rid of the heel.
I want to cut it.
You can cut it here in a second. There you go. In the cabbage here, there's a heel here that's pretty coarse, pretty disgusting. I recommend cutting this out, maybe using like a V shape to get rid of the majority of that. Here we're going to chop this up into fine pieces here. All right, cabbage is chopped. Now we're going to go ahead and add in the red onion. Half a red onion will be plenty in here. We're going to go ahead and dice this up, and then we'll be right back into getting into the cilantro. All right, onions chopped. We'll move on to the cilantro. You can or cannot eat the stem. It's not a big deal. If you don't want to, you can just take your knife and hold it at a 90-degree angle and kind of just scrape the leaves off if you hold it tight. And I'll get majority of just the leaves and leave you with just the stems. Just keep rotating and kind of shedding. All right, now we got our cilantro chopped. We're gonna go ahead and scrape that right into the bowl. And future parenting tip, don't let your kid play with the raw onion. They'll rub their eyes. It's not the best experience because it does burn a little bit when you're not used to it. Once we get this done, we're gonna go ahead and finish the last part of the vegetables. It's gonna be the jalapenos. If you have sensitive skin, if you have a pair of gloves, I'd wear them because you got to de-seed these unless you want to be just go straight man mode and eat the seeds as well. I personally like to enjoy this a little bit, so I'm going to de-seed these myself. You don't want one of these. All right, we got our jalapenos chopped. We got all the veggies chopped in here for the cabbage tacos. The last part we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of salt and we're going to add some lime juice in here. So we're going to let Courtney go ahead and dump some of that in there. There you go. Pretty good. All right, you ready to do some salt?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ready? Hold the bottom. Hold that right there. Good job. Good job. Keep twisting. All right, looks pretty good, huh? All right, last part we need to do is just go ahead and grab a spoon and we're gonna mix this all together.
I want to.
All right, go ahead, mix it all together. Want some help? All right, keep mixing. All right, once you get it all mixed up, you should have a nice blend here, and that is going to be what we're going to use as our filler there. I mean, you can pretty much eat whatever you want on this, and you're not going to be going overboard. Cabbage isn't the thing that just drove us to the point where we gained all the weight. So, cabbage, cilantro, jalapenos, pretty much as clean as we can get here. All right, add a little more sauce. So, we go ahead and we got some chicken breast here. I go ahead and buy the bulk chicken breast that you can get behind the butcher. You can usually get it for like $2 a pound. It's a little bit cheaper than if you go and buy the prepackaged stuff. And it's the same exact kind of chicken that's in the prepackaged, except you're getting charged maybe $4 or $5 out there. When it comes to that, there's a lot of these fatty, gristly pieces on here. I like to cut all these out. Don't touch that. That's chicken. Okay. And any other like loose fat that we have here, we'll just go ahead and cut that off.
Get it out there.
All right, we'll move it. I'm sorry it's in your way.
Get it out here. Get it out here. Get it out
Courtney,
here.
it's okay. All right, we're gonna season the chicken with a little bit of Cajun seasoning. Totally up to preference on how you like it. You like a little more, go ahead and dump it on there. It's just going to be a little more spicy. How's the cabbage? Is it good? No comment yet. So we're just going to dump this into the skillet here. We're going to hit it with a little bit of olive oil spray. You preheat your pan. Just cook real quick. I personally like cutting them up into a little bit of cubes here. Makes it cook a little bit faster. Cooks evenly. I can stir it around, no big deal. Hit the back side with a little more seasoning here. Doesn't hurt anything. And we'll just cook these up and then we'll be pretty much ready to go. Chicken cooked. I went ahead and measured out 224 grams or 8 ounces of chicken. That's what I'm going to eat. Whether I eat 1 or 2 wraps, that's to be decided. Probably 2 because I can't overfill it too much. Have stuff leaking all over, busting out the shell. Not going to work. These carb balance ones, they come with 32 grams of carbs. It says you only get 6 grams of net carbs, and that's because you're getting 26 grams of fiber. That's going to be your insoluble fiber, so you are going to have, it's not really something that gets digested, and you're going to have to pass that eventually. But you also get 9 grams of protein. It's not too bad there as well. And instead of using sour cream, I just use plain Greek yogurt. Sounds weird. If you put it on, you'll never tell the difference. And I mean, less fat. You're getting the protein that you need in there as well, along with the chicken. And then this cabbage is just going to be a great meal for you. So a good spoonful of that. We're going to mix that around, kind of divvy that up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and add about half the chicken on here. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves a nice spoonful of this cabbage here. And then I like to use a little bit of reduced fat cheese. Nothing substantial, but just a little bit to add a little bit of flavor. And then personally, I'm a fan of the Frank's Red Hot. Go ahead and hit that with a couple splashes throughout the taco here as well. Can't go wrong there. All right, now that we got it all prepared, we're gonna go ahead and take a little taste test here for you. Try not to drop it all over the floor. Phenomenal. You won't go wrong with this. Your family's gonna love it. Sounds a little bit weird. Give it a try. I think in the end you guys will love it. Taco Tuesday is back and it is healthy.